You right here, unscripted hashtag CRE, and this first web episode will be the internet. So I am going to explain to you some of the ways that I'm using the internet and why I feel the internet is so important in the commercial real estate industry and for agents like myself that are in it or planning on getting in it. So listing services. I have built my business thanks to the listing services. And this is probably a great overall pitch for LoopNet, but as many negatives you may see out there relating to LoopNet, there's a lot of positives. They have built up a lot of leads for me, and I really go the extra mile when it comes to LoopNet of trying to do videos on my listings, doing high quality photos, putting the floor plans on there as the attachments. I hate to say it this way, but they're kind of like the mafia of commercial real estate listing inventory. And that's why I think there's so many negatives related to them, but they've earned that position. And the reason I say that is you just can't do business without them. You have to put your listings on there because the results are so good. And they control their fees. They control the key to allow your listings to be available. I think they're still figuring themselves out related to how they can adapt with the continued competition online, but they at this point control the overall services. I also list in the metro areas, so I'm not part of the Minneapolis-St. Paul market, but I do list Rochester, Minnesota listings up there because there's a lot of agents and activity up there. I also list on a local level, which is with our local real estate association along with Craigslist. So the internet has helped put me on the map and put my listings out there, which in turn leads to results. Another reason that I love the internet in my business and in my career is social media. It's extremely important. I've had some heated conversations with people that I would say just don't understand the power of social media, and we have agreed to disagree related to why I feel it's so important and why we need to share stories. So for example, Snapchat, I've started using in the last month. I cannot express the amount of traction I'm gaining and the relationships I'm building and the overall business continued growth I'm having thanks to conversations with residential and commercial real estate agents from around the country. And it is a platform that is connecting me and then allowing me to collaborate with all these people. One way, and I think residential and commercial real estate agents need to have this tool, which some people are against, is Twitter. One way I've been building my Snapchat is going into conversations, hashtags related to things I'm passionate about, real estate life, hashtag CRE, hashtag CRE tech, starting conversations which lead to what I'll call a relationship building platform, which is Snapchat. So Twitter allows me to find communities. Snapchat allows me to build relationships within those communities. Another thing I think you can't go without is YouTube. I am just figuring it out, but it's essentially the long form communication for so much I believe in and my passion, which essentially is going to help me build continued relationships and overall build this community, being part of the community related to commercial real estate and commercial real estate tech and things I'm so passionate about. I haven't quite figured out LinkedIn, but I see a lot of value with LinkedIn, and I think if I figure out how to utilize that tool, it could take me to another level of connecting with some of the big overall fishes that are in the sea. Some of the disagreements I have related to internet is, I'll say the old school generation thinks I'm wasting my time doing this stuff, and you potentially are putting yourself out there, which could be a high risk, which I don't disagree. You need to definitely be planned out and have some type of outline related to your thoughts. But LinkedIn, I think these individuals that I'll call the older generation that have done extremely well, they're on LinkedIn. They may not be on Snapchat. They're probably not on Twitter, and they're probably not on YouTube, but they're on LinkedIn. Other reasons I love the internet in my business is the daily business tools. Google for everything for me has been wonderful. The calendar, I have my client folders in there with Drive. I have my client notes. I have it as my digital filing cabinet. And then also I'm using a tool called Receipt Bank. So I'm storing all of my receipts on a daily basis, which is new for me because I used to just do paper. I'm taking a picture of them. It syncs with QuickBooks. Boom. The internet has allowed me to have Receipt Bank. Thank you, internet. Another thing is research, and it's put me ahead in my business. The internet gives me tools like GIS. GIS is a tool that's in every county in Minnesota. I would say it's probably in most counties around the country. And it's the county providing a mapping tool which allows you to click on parcels, understand the tax assessed, sometimes see the sales history, figure out who the owner is. the internet provides this ability to have access to that tool. Another one is the research that I can do within those listing services I talked about. That's a big value they add. LoopNet has the research comparable potential. The metro areas have their comparable potential. They all have databases that I can plug into. Another thing the internet provides is a tool, thanks to the provider of this tool, is in our state is MnDOT, which has the traffic counts of areas. So that's extremely valuable. And last but not least, Google rules. Without Google, I would not be able to get so much research done, find out about clients, find out about properties, find out about how to get better at my business, and Google essentially is that bridge that connects me to so many things. So the internet is so important, and that is what I'm talking to you through today. I cannot express enough of how you need to use the internet. So this is Bucky Beeman, commercial real estate agent with Realty Growth Incorporated, and this is the first overall episode of Unscripted #CRE, the internet.